Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, do not forget to subscribe and like my video. Thank you for watching. So today we'll be making a flare skirt. It's an A-shaped skirt that has a drawstring in front by the side. So to actually make this outfit, the best fabric for you to use would be soft fabric, like very soft fabric, like silk, like satin, like crepe. But I'm using a small ankara because after washing, want it to become soft. So this is for educational purpose. Please note that it is for educational purpose. Do not use ankara to make this. If not, the drawstring will not actually do well at the front. So the first thing you are doing is folding our fabric into two. I'm cutting the first pattern first. The front pattern first, sorry. The front pattern first. So that's what I'll be cutting. And I'm starting my measurement from the top. I'm putting my waist measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch for my sewing allowance. That's what I'm using first. And I came down by half an inch, for my sewing allowance to my band. So the next measurement I'll be taking now is my waist to hip measurement. After my waist to hip, I'll take my full length for my skirt. So on my hip line, as the line I just drew down, I'll be placing my hip measurement, my round hip measurement divided by 4 plus 1 inch. Remember, I'm using 1 inch for my sewing allowance. So I'm placing my rounding measurement divided by 4, which is 9, plus 1 inch, making it 10. So I'll take the length of my skirt. For the length of my skirt, I'll be using 38. And for the allowance at the hem, I'll be using 1.5 inches. So at the beginning, when I folded this fabric, I folded it on 15. That is my hip measurement divided by 4 plus 6 extra inches. So my hip measurement divided by 4 was 9 plus 6, that is 15 inches. So my folding was on 15 inches. So I just mark it straight and then join my lines from the waist down to the length of my skirt. So it was 15 inches that I used for the down part. That was why I didn't measure it again. So I've cut out my front. Now I'll be cutting out the back pattern. For the back pattern, I'll be adding extra allowances at the back, and that will be just 1 inch. And the 1 inch I'll be adding, I've been first measuring it on my hip line. So as my hip line, I'll add 1 inch. I'll measure what I have there. So what I have there is what I'll be measuring at my waist, because I'll be using elastic at the back and not zip. So I want it that the back will be having an elastic, so it has to be bigger than the waist at the back will be bigger than the front, so the elastic will put it back in shape. So at the hem also, I'll also be adding 1 inch to the hem. So when I rule, we'll be ignoring that part that I marked on the hip line will be ignored, because I'm taking my ruling straight from my waist to my hem. So for you, you might decide not to add that 1 inch to that hip line, but I want a freeness at that hip line. You want your hip to be more fitted, you don't need to add 1 inch to your hip. You can just measure what you have at your hip and put it on the waist for you to have that gathering at the waist. But if you know you don't want to have an elastic at the back, you can just use your normal waist measurement. And that means you have to do 2 parts for your back, to have your zip allowance and to fix your zip. So I've cut out my back. Now we'll be working on the front pattern to do our drawstring parts. So for this, you can just measure. For me, I first measured 4 inches, or you measure what you have at your waist and you divide it by 4 for you to know where to place your drawstring. So on that place I measured, I'll be marking where I'll be placing my drawstring. So you can just use the chalk to trace it down. I traced as much as 15.5 inches down, but you should, if you want it to have more gathers for your drawstring, you can make it longer. You can just measure your waist to your knee length I think that would be more preferable. I think I would have preferred that because after making the clothes, that was what I preferred. So can make it much more longer for yours. So you can add extra 10 inches, or you just measure your waist to your knee measurement and you rule that line straight. So you get another fabric and you place it. This is what we're using for the casing for our drawstring. This is where our drawstring will be passing through. So I'll be using 3 inches wide, 3 inches wide, and the length will be the length I've measured it as 15.5, but it has to be longer than 15.5 because I'll be sewing like the hem of that before attaching it to my front pattern. So I'll cut out the fabric now to be 15.5 plus 1 inch, that's 16.5 length and 3 inches wide. So I'll be notching the midpoint for that so that this midpoint aligns with the line here. Yeah. So when I want to sew, I'll first sew on that edge, the edge at the down part. Ensure you sew it. Then I'll fold that side on 0.5 inch, the two sides on 0.5 inch, and I'll sew on the fabric. So I'm folding on the fabric like that. Remember I said you fold this part first. You fold it into two and you sew it first. So after sewing, I'll sew the sides on the fabric. I've done that. I've sewn my casing for my drawstring. You can see that. So after the sewing by the sides, I sewed the center also. I sewed the center. Can we see how neat this is? So I sewed the center. So the next thing I'll be sewing now is my rope. My rope. So for my rope, I'll be adding extra 10 inches to the length of my casing. No, my casing I use 15.5 inch. So for my rope, that means I'm using 25.5 inches for it. So for the wideness of my rope, I'll be using 1.5 inch for the wideness. So I'll be taking to the sewing machine. Now I've cut two pieces now. I'll take it to the sewing machine and I'll be folding it in this way. I'll fold on the first side, I'll fold on the second side, and I'll fold them together like that. And that's how I'll be sewing my rope. I'm sewing my rope, but do not forget to fold that upper part in also to have a neat part at the edge of the rope. So this is it. I've sewn my rope. I've actually fixed one into the drawstring part and I stitched it together. So I just want to show you how I did it. You can see I fixed it inside and I top stitched it at the top. So I'll also do the second one. So you see how can you see my drawstring effect? So this is almost done. The skirt is almost ready. So I'll fix the second part also. Then I will fix my band for both my front and the back. So for my band, I'll just cut out a straight fabric, measuring the exact measurement I have on my front pattern. For my front, I have 17, so I'll measure that. And for the wideness, I use 4 inches. So this is it. I've done my bands for both my front and my back. You can see how this is. Yes. So the next thing I'll be doing is to fix elastic on the back. I'll be fixing elastic on the back. So the elastic I'll be using is 13 inches. I've cut it out 13 inches. So I'll fix it on the back and I'll show you how it looks like. So this is it. I've fixed my elastic and you can see how this looks. See. So after fixing it, I ensured I stitched it. Yes, stitched it before joining it together with the front pattern. So you can actually put pockets to this if you want. If not, you can leave it. So the next thing I'm doing, join by the sides and do my hem. Remember we added 1.5 inch for the hem, so that's what we'll be taking in for the hem of the skirt. So just join by the sides and do my hem, and my skirt is ready. That's all. So like I said earlier, I do not use Ankara for this style, so it won't look like somebody that is choking. So you can see, as it was a silk, the way this would have fall down, nicely. Yeah, but this is, you can see, you get an idea of how to actually make something like this. So thank you for watching. Thank you so much. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love you. Bye.